Hello there, it's me again. It's Tom from Dwarven Moustache Hobbying. And yeah, this is a bit of a collection of stuff here. What I have here is my collection of gnomes. They might look like dwarves, but in actual fact what they are is gnomes. They're a conglomeration of models from about 3 different companies. And I'll lead you through them as the video progresses. But I sort of split them into 2 sort of batches because for a reason. What we have here is, to start off with, is, I'll just zoom in a little bit. This small group here is, you have a gnomish leader. He's an Oakbound Studio miniature. And there's him. He's the leader of the warband. He's got a big giant axe you can just about make out at the front there, leaning on the shaft. And then you have this guy, who's an old Hinchcliffe figure. He's classified as a dwarf. He's an old Hinchcliffe sculpt, and a lot of the moulds are now made. A lot of the moulds got passed on to Broadsword Miniatures, and they're making a lot of these now. And this is another Hinchcliffe model. He's a wandering dwarf because he's got his little pack like Dick Whittington over his shoulder, helmet suspended from his stick. Right, there we are. And those 2, and the Chariot here. This is a Hinchcliffe model. Just zoom in a little bit. It's a Land Yacht. And you got the sail. He's zoom out slightly, and I'll just turn the Chariot around. You see, it's called a Land Yacht, and a crudely painted seagull on the sail. Yeah, but those miniatures, I used those as a complete warband during the Woods Open Day that has just been and gone, and I won the first game, but lost the second game miserably. First game I was fighting against leprechauns, and to be honest, we were getting used to the rules, and I think we missed a few rules out. But in the second game, I think, I lost to a big giant mob of goblins who, didn't like the idea of a chariot, and but yeah, it was a very fun day out and stuff. But yeah, that's basically the warband I used. Apparently they are a bit early on in the game, but they are a bit underpowered. And but once they sort of get going and they can get specialist equipment and stuff, the things do build up and stuff. But the rest of these guys are the rest of my gnome collection. And you have another Oakbound miniature here. He's another warband leader. I was thinking about trying to use him as sort of like a second in command, but I didn't quite have enough points. If I'd swapped the Chariot out, I might have been able to have got him as a second in command. But yeah, we have this guy, it's this one, and this one. These guys are all they're old Asgard models. I think they might have been Kev Adams sculpts, and but they're now sold through Alternative Armies. But yeah, I quite liked them. I wanted to bulk them out. I got into a very gnomish, dwarfy mood a bit ago. But yeah, this guy's quite famous. Come on, as being known as, camera keeps losing focus. He's sometimes nicknamed the Raven Dwarf. But yeah, these four are now currently available from Alternative Armies. These guys. I need to get better at freehanding shields. Practice some of my detail work and stuff a bit more. But yeah, that's another Asgard miniature, and so's this one. Yeah, they've recently been unpacked from the Games Day. But yeah, this is another Asgard miniature from Alternative Armies, and yeah, it's served well. I quite like the idea of the dwarves. I need to get used to the order chain in the game a bit more. But yeah, because yeah. The second opponent had got the order chain spot on, and he did very well with it and stuff. But yeah, this one and the next three are was it more Oakbound models? I'll move those out. Move these up. These guys are Oakbound models. You can just about see that they're all different. And they have some of the specialist equipment, basically flamethrowers. There are gnomish guilds, and there's a guild responsible for raising and lowering light levels, another for managing sound levels, and another for managing heat. And the ones members of the guild responsible for heat can sometimes, if they are trusted, they can be issued with flamethrowers. So yeah, these are sort of something to eventually pick up on. It sort of almost looks like this guy's got a moustache, and I keep thinking he looks a bit like the Sonic the Hedgehog villain with a big ginger moustache, Eggman or whatever he's called. But yeah, these three are, you sort of see different mask. These are all Oakbound Studio miniatures. Oh dear. And as you can probably tell, I'm very keen on tufts. But yeah, what we have on the rest of these are Hinchcliffe models through Broadsword Miniatures. And this is a journeying dwarf with his mule. He's got his packs, panniers. You can just make out the bedroll on the back. Just see his helmet and bedroll on the back. You got a pannier on one side. He's trying to coax the mule on a bit, sort of give it kind words and stuff. But yeah, you got the other pannier just there under the shield. His shield. And the other end of his bed pack. But yeah, journeying dwarf with mule. Yeah, it's I got into a very gnomey mood, and we have mounted gnome, well, mounted dwarf. Again, he's a Hinchcliffe model, on pony. Yeah, I really quite like. I really like the models. Yeah, all of these are metal and stuff. These are cast in metal. I'm under the understanding that Oakbound Studio and Broadsword Miniatures, they're they're quite, they're friends. They're run by friends. Both are two separate companies, but yeah, you can sort of tell I quite like Tufts. But yeah, all of these guys accompanied me down to Gloucestershire for the games day and stuff. I tried to pack a load of stuff in preparation, thinking that we could do like themed games and stuff, but didn't quite get round to it. But one thing I might do is I might try and do like a short story based on the event. The two themed games. It might be the warband there, and it's a test of. They try and test the chariot, and it ultimately doesn't fare too well in the end. But yeah, just 3 more models. These are Hinchcliffe's again. Dwarves. Well, Hinchcliffe models sold through Broadsword. But yeah, he's got a shield. It'd sort of be nice to try and get. I suppose I'd have to sort of like try using them in a different game if I want to try and use them all together, but yeah. You like how all the Hinchcliffe ones have the horned helmet, or winged helmet. Yeah, they're still sort of quite charming to paint and stuff. It's like, but you get better sculpts with newer miniatures. But yeah, it's sort of like some of them are done with the CAD cam. I mean, technically they're better, but I don't know. I just like the older miniatures. There's something quite substantial. I mean, it's like with these Hinchcliffes, the sculpts date back to the like 1976 or something, and I don't know. It's just some, even though they are new casts of, 45-year-olds. Yeah, the 45-year-old sculpts and new casts of those. I don't know. There's something that feels like you're holding a bit of history or something. A bit of history that you can take out and actually sort of use and play with. Yeah. Anyway, there we are. That's basically all of my gnomes. Yeah. If I ever do a short story, I might, based on the gnome warband, I might film it, see what happens and stuff. But anyway, that's my gnomish collection with gnome warband and Chariot, Land Yacht. Anyway, that just leaves it for me to say, stay safe, stay groovy.